You can do the news.
And we'll do breaking phones. I was gonna say breaking news, and then you did breaking phones. Apparently. Do you need a break or anything?
No.
And welcome everybody to episode 2 of season 4
Dos.
of Mode 9. The numbers episode. I don't know.
2992. I'm looking at the list right now, and I'm very disappointed in you. Very disappointed.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I hold myself in contempt! Why should you be any different?
Well, I was realizing this when I saw the list when you mentioned it. You haven't fucking seen Oppenheimer.
I haven't had a chance, dude. I want to watch it in theater.
Oh, mister, I don't have a chance.
I want to watch it in theaters.
I don't know what you mean. That's the only place we can watch it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to watch it in theaters.
I
haven't had a chance to go to the theaters. That makes sense.
I know.
I haven't had a chance to go to the theaters to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oppenheimer.
And that's I don't know. You need to find a new co-host.
You can do the news.
And we'll do breaking phones. I was gonna say breaking news, and then you did breaking phones. Apparently,
there's a lot of news that's out there, but I mean, here's a list, and you look at it, and then you tell me where you want to start, and then we'll go from there.
Let's see. Let's start with the two things. Oh, you know what? And that makes it even more pathetic. Of the things that you have on here, 2 of the things that I watched were Ahsoka and Barbie.
Oh, let's start with Barbie.
Let's start with. Oh my God! All right, I forewarned you guys that I was not gonna hold back anymore.
Okay.
So Barbie's gonna get it.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you right now.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
I'm gonna let Barbie have it. So go ahead.
Margot Robbie,
Yes, please.
Ryan Gosling, Will
Yes,
Ferrell.
please. Okay, go ahead.
So
we'll get there.
This is Mattel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Legos?
What?
Is Legos in that same genre with Mattel? Do you know?
Are they owned by Mattel?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Lego's its own company, dude.
Well,
I don't know.
But because Will Ferrell is like the president of Barbie, and then he has his Legos in his basement.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
Did you see the Lego movie?
No.
You never saw the Lego movie?
I saw Lego Batman.
That's the only one?
That's the only one.
So
No. I saw Ninjago,
okay, that's with Jackie Chan.
but that's part of
Just
the Legos,
Lego,
right? Yeah. I saw Ninjago and the Lego Batman.
So the Lego movie, Will Ferrell, the city of Lego, it's in his basement. Those are his Legos, and his kids are the ones that are playing with the Legos.
Okay.
And he's a big executive.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, is Barbie tied into Lego because of Will Ferrell?
Probably, yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah. We can ask. Hey, Google.
Mm-hmm.
It was family film.
No,
Everybody
but okay.
could have watched it.
No, but okay. That's what you get.
Sorry.
I get what you're saying.
So my wife, my daughter, and my niece, they all went to go watch it together.
Okay.
And then me, my wife, my daughter, my son, and I
Okay.
all watched it together. So
Okay. So
watched it twice.
So Zoe and the wife, you watched it twice.
And my niece, yeah, they watched it twice. And
Okay.
Max was kind of interested in watching. He's like, hey, I want to watch a Barbie movie too. I don't know why, but it's out there. So I was like, I'll watch it. Let's watch it.
Cool.
So we all watched it. And you know what I mean?
Let that be a precursor to the fact that it's not a misogynist thing when I start shitting on this, because the fact that Max wanted to watch it, I think is actually really cool.
And I think he more wanted to watch it with my wife, like so they could watch it together.
Okay, was it that, or did you want to see Margot Robbie?
Probably Margot Robbie. That's my boy.
Yeah. Knowing him, now that I think about it, okay, so it might be a little misogynist.
That's the only reason I want to watch it. I'm sorry.
You wanted to. I'm not going to lie. I actually wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I wanted to experience it with my youngest. She loves Barbies.
Yeah.
So I will say.
That makes perfect sense. You know, the age demographic is there.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, they also played towards the older demographic, people that are our age.
For sure.
You know, because they grew up, even the generation before us grew up with Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it kind of still played on that. It was very sad in some places. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, and it kind of like, it goes back into like the grandmother and you know what I mean? Or the person.
It's got heart.
Very, yes.
Like more than I've seen in most family-oriented movies in a while.
And it has a lot of like stupidity, but then again, it's make-believe world. So ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay.
The make-believe world is a little ridiculous, whatever.
Right.
So, but then it kind of like, I don't know, just it gave me so many different vibes of like realism and
yes.
You know what I mean, and coming to like, in other words, like eye-opening.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it kind of like still played into like a girl growing up and
yes.
the mom and the daughter, and you know what I mean? So it had a lot of different aspects that it kind of threw into it. It wasn't just ridiculous. It wasn't just some stupid
right.
like kiddie movie. It
mm-hmm.
did have some heart and a lot of
so.
like, I don't know, like something that everybody could relate to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's where it kind of got me. So I did like it. You know what I mean?
It's an absolutely great fucking movie. There was the only problem I have with it is more political
agendas,
culture thing,
mm-hmm.
agendas.
Yeah.
Other than if I take that part out of the equation, this was an absolutely fucking fantastic fucking movie.
Yeah.
The one thing that I do like the most is that it's very, very, very much a mother-daughter movie,
yes.
which I haven't seen I can't even remember the last time I saw it. You see fathers and daughter.
Indiana Jones. Son and son.
There you go.
I mean, father and son.
But fathers and daughters. You'll see that a lot, even if it's like Taken. As stupid as that might seem to females, to other people, it's a father-daughter movie. It's a fantasy of if something ever, God forbid, happened to my daughter, that's what I would do. Probably not. That's like most guys.
Can I cut you off real quick?
Yes.
You never watched Mitchells and the Machines.
No. See, that's another one that's on my list of shame. I need to watch.
That one is a father-daughter.
There you go. So we have quite a few. So, and I can't think of any that's mother-daughter. It's totally talking about the dynamic of mother and daughter kind of drifting apart, and the mother desperately wanting to get that bond back. I want my little girl back. In that sense, absolutely fucking fantastic fucking movie. The jokes are funny as hell.
Yeah.
The ridiculousness is funny as hell. The Will Ferrell, even though I'm not a big fan, it was just enough Will Ferrell that when he was on screen, that shit's funny, and then he's off. Okay, we don't have to worry about him anymore. Mm-hmm. You'll be back later.
Yeah.
Cinematography, acting, writing, like it wasn't badly written.
Yeah.
It's overall a great fucking movie. It's a great fucking movie. I can't say negative things about it except for the agenda bullshit.
Okay, that's where the butt's at.
That's where the butt. And go ahead.
No. I mean, they had a bunch of characters. Oh my gosh, I like how they played into that the Barbie that didn't do so well, the pregnant Barbie. They're just like kind of shunning her. And then what's her name? The one that she goes and sees after she's able to what do you call it? Like her food and the water, and then when she started waking up, in other words, Kate McKinnon. Oh my god, her hair is all screwed up.
Yeah,
and her hair was all screwed up, and her face was painted because a little girl did that to her, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that played very well, and I haven't seen that like anywhere.
That's my issue with it. But like I said, if I take that chunk out, dude, it's fucking hilarious. It's a great fucking movie.
Hashtag fuck Barbie.
Hashtag fuck Barbie.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know where to go from here.
No comment.
No comment.
Rating?
Rating 7.
I can still give it a solid 7, maybe a 7.5.
Yeah.
It's like I said, as a movie, It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Really, really good movie. I have no problem even with letting the girls watch it over and over.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'd sit them down and be like, okay, look, let's take this with a grain of salt. This is my opinion. This is what I see about it. But other than that, everything else that it's saying, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I guess the male agenda was kind of like, I don't know.
But I get okay, that I will say in their favor. The whole thing where they're doing a reversal of where they get to say, now you see what we've been going through.
Yeah.
That aspect I completely agree with, because the way that they did that was really fucking smart.
Mm-hmm.
And when they started doing that, I was like, okay, I can get behind this. But as it kept going, that I was like, okay, where's the positive male figure in it? And there wasn't one. I was like, fuck. If you had balanced it a little bit,
Yeah.
best fucking movie ever. But I think it got lost because of that. But if you, again, take that part out, that part I will totally agree with. The way that they swapped it and said, fuckers, this
Now
is
you know.
this is
Now
what
you
we've
know.
been fucking going through.
Yeah.
Yes, that part, abso-fucking-lutely. Take that clip. Don't just take the other shit.
Yeah. Take it all. Take it all in. Yeah.
I'm assuming we're gonna save Ahsoka for last.
Yeah, we'll just say Ahsoka for last. Let me just really quick. Okay, 6. Okay, so the writer's strike really fucked us up,
Yes,
but there are still some good stuff out there.
which I'm on their side.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? But it just kind of like steers us to watching other things that really weren't on our radar, which brings me to Winning Time, the LA Lakers story.
That one threw me off. I
Bro.
was gonna watch it like 2 nights ago. I was gonna start it, but then I paid attention to the list, and it's more than one season.
Yeah, it's 2 seasons now because it came out last year, I think. Yeah, sometime last year.
How the hell do you have more than one season?
It's actually really, really good. It's very underrated.
How many seasons? How
2
many episodes?
So the second season's on episode 6, and the first season has, if I'm not mistaken, 10 episodes.
About an hour?
Yeah, they're an hour each.
Fuck. That's a lot.
But it's very exciting. Okay, this is based, it goes back to like the 60s, early 70s.
This is totally documentaries. It's not a
No.
show.
No, it's a show. It has, what's Will Ferrell's brother and stepbrothers?
C. Riley, something, Robert C. Tom C. Riley,
John C. Riley? John C. Riley?
That's
Yeah.
let's go with that. Okay, so it's a show.
It's a show based on the Lakers when they first started. Yes.
I thought it was like a documentary
No, dude.
style.
And you see, I think that's where a lot of people are getting it wrong, where they're like, "Oh, it's a basketball movie. It's a documentary." It's not.
Yeah, so I totally thought that this was like the Jordan one that released not too long ago. The
Air.
Not the movie, the documentary. on the
Winning
Bulls and
Winning
shit.
Time, or so it was called
You're
something
stuck
else.
on
Sorry,
Winning Time.
this one's Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers.
Okay.
So John C. Riley, Adrian Brody, dude,
Okay.
he is Pat Riley.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it. Oh my gosh. And Jason Segel as Paul Westhead. Jason Clark.
I heard you the first time. That doesn't
You know
help.
who he is?
No. Okay.
Okay, he is Jerry West, and there's a bunch of like other characters that, you know what I mean. Quincy Isaiah, Solomon Hughes, people that you might not be familiar with, but Quincy Isaiah plays Magic Johnson, dude, and he does
Okay.
a really good job.
Okay.
And then the guy that plays Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Such a fucking idiot.
he plays Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Yeah,
I could see
Solomon Hughes, and he does really well.
that. I was going to
at
be an
that
idiot. I
role.
was going to be like, did he really immerse himself in the role? Did he go get AIDS?
Oh, dick.
Method,
Of course.
method actor my ass.
I saw it,
Okay.
and it kept popping up on Max to
Mhm.
where like, hey, winning time. Hey, winning time. Nothing. Then I was listening to a radio show, and they're like, this is amazing. This is on the same level as that soccer one on Apple TV, the one that you haven't watched either. What's his face?
I don't know about a soccer one. Well, I'll probably remember
What's
once
his
you
name?
say it.
Venom over the barrel and Shore of the 50 States. What's that guy's name?
Sanakis.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jason Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis or
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
Dick.
Ah, fuck.
Eastbound and south. Southbound and east.
No.
I know what you're talking about. Laszlo.
Ted Lasso.
Lasso. Some shit.
Ted Lasso's really good too.
Oh shit, they're putting it on par with that?
Yes.
Really?
That's why I started watching it.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it goes from the 60s all the way to the 80s. So right now they're in the 80s. And it's the feud between the Lakers and the Celtics.
Well, of course.
Yeah. And so,
Oh my god. Tell me they got a Larry Bird person.
bro, like
Nice.
almost like to the T.
No shit.
Yes. I didn't realize how much of a
Badass?
like a freaking redneck he was.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Dude,
I was like, what?
He is a quintessential
Yes.
redneck.
And then from Indiana, I was like, holy shit.
Bro. Oh yeah.
And I'm like, this guy. And they show like, they play, they do parts of the movies that actually happened. You know what I mean? That, they of course they do it in their own way, but they're like, this actually happened. And they tell you this actually happens. The way they film it, let me just tell you this.
Uh-huh.
It's like HD like nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then during that same HD, they go into like almost like a VHS mode to where, and it plays very well together.
That's cool.
It is, it's so weird. And then they do like kind of like they go back and forth, during the timelines and stuff like that. But it helps the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And there's boobies in it. So,
That's always a plus.
right. But it's showing the Lakers like how it was, what they had to do, you know what I mean?
It's
behind the
it's
scenes.
the Babylon of basketball.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it's really good. I give that one like
Fuck. I'm gonna have to there's so much on my
I give that like an 8 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put that on my list then. I'm telling you this. The day that I hit the lotto and I'm able to just sit back and watch TV, I'm gonna have a lot of good shit to watch.
Yeah. You're not even gonna watch TV.
Yes, believe me. I'm gonna probably take like a full year and just watch movies and TV shows.
You know who Michael Chiklis? Michael Chiklis?
The name sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
From what it was it not the Wire? Was it the Wire? The Shield. The Shield.
Breaking Bad.
He's not in Breaking Bad, is he?
Oh no.
No, you're thinking of Hank.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's
that's
not
not Hank.
Kind of looks the same.
Yeah, he does.
Anyways, he is the owner of the Celtics.
Okay.
John C. Reilly is not John C. Reilly that you're used to. The John C. Reilly.
He's actually a good actor, dude.
Yes.
He's actually a pretty good actor. It's just he gets typecast as a comedy shit.
This one it's totally different.
Nice.
So it is him, but it's not his
I got
normal
you.
acting. You know what I mean? So I mean, I would put it on one of your lists.
One of.
Yellowstone's not even coming out yet, so just put something else in front of that.
Yeah, no shit.
But I mean, I watched Gran Turismo.
You know that I will say this. I was excited. I was excited and not excited when they announced it because I'm so used to them fucking up video game movies that there's no video game movie to date that I can think of has lived up to the games ever. So I'm like, how the fuck are they gonna do this? That doesn't make any sense. Because Gran Turismo, dude, I played the living shit out of that
so
game.
did I.
The what was it? The 12-hour. I completed that shit. Like that's how deep into Gran Turismo I got. Like it was ridiculous. I learned the shit about cars that I now know that I didn't know before. Like I went into the settings, changed the gear rate.
Was
like,
it on PS1?
all of that shit?
PS2?
I want to say it started on 2. If I'm not mistaken, it started on 2. But I played my dad and I would sit there and we took turns like on those 12-hour runs or the 3-hour runs. We'd take turns and shit. And it's like, I get it. And I'm like, dude, how are you like 2 laps behind? Fuck. Then I have to catch up and shit like that level. And then, so I was like, nah, they're going to fuck it up. But then I saw a trailer that shows the full story of what they're talking about. That interests the living shit out of me, dude. Apparently this kid was playing the video game and got not recruited but got sucked into.
And you don't remember?
I never heard this story.
You never?
I never heard the story. So when I saw,
did you have
like,
Game Informer?
What? No. So when I saw that, I was like, get the fuck. Now I really want, just even if you take away the video game part, it's just the fact that it's one of those, I don't say Rocky stories, but one of those like uplifting stories that I'm like, this is right up my alley.
Dude, it is so good. It is David Harbour.
That's another thing. I want to see how he does in anything other than fucking Stranger Things.
Demon Hansuno?
La Tuya.
No. DJMON? Is that Jamon? Jamon?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
The other guy that comes on it. I'll just give you a little thing. Who? Who's that?
That's really fucking stupid that I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, Junman. I don't know how to pronounce his name either.
From
the bald black guy.
Yes,
I got you.
Yeah, he comes on in it.
Okay.
He's a dad. Really good. He plays a really good actor. And there's other couple people that come on there, but those are. Oh, Orlando Bloom comes on in it too.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
We went to theaters to watch it. It was a weekend where there was like we didn't know what to watch, and I was like, you know what? Let's go check this one out. I let everybody see the trailer. Because that's how I convince everybody to go to the movies with me.
Right.
I had to show them the trailer because they don't know what we're going to go watch. So I showed them the trailer, and they're like, oh, yeah, let's go watch it. And by the end of it, they were crying.
No
and
shit.
Yes, very heartfelt. Very good movie.
Fuck
very underrated. And I don't. It doesn't seem like they put a lot of, what do you call it, out there, so you can watch
marketing?
Yeah, the marketing wasn't there for it.
Okay.
So
yeah.
It's really good.
I wonder if that has to do with they just figured it's not a comic book movie, so there's no point, and the writer's strike is coming, so fuck it.
Yeah. But speaking of comic book movies, Blue Beetle. You didn't watch that one either, right?
No. Fuck. I'm so neurotic, dude. I apologize that I'm the way I am, but I am the way that I am, so just deal with it.
You're Popeye the Sailor Man?
Yes. I obviously want to see it for the reasons that we've already talked about.
Mexican?
No, that's the one that's bugging me because in my TikTok feed now I'm getting a bunch of raza pro Mexican shit that you have to go see it. It shows our culture the way we are, blah blah. And I'm like, motherfucker, no. Like the one thing that they're saying is like when he gets I think the interview that the entire family is there and that they're yelling at him like as he's walking in and shit. No fucking Mexican family does that shit.
Lies, bro.
Like, what yours does?
They do that, bro.
I've never. I've had friends that have the most Mexican fucking families ever, and they do not do that shit. The scene from Super Mario where they're sitting at the table and busting each other's balls.
Yeah,
that shit happens 24/7. But like everybody shows up to go to his interview. No, they do not fucking do that shit. No. I call bullshit.
I know that you're not a big
Mexican
George Lopez fan.
No. I'm not. It's not that I'm not a big George Lopez fan. I'm a fuck George Lopez person.
So they give you just enough. It's just enough with George Lopez.
I've read and heard that he actually does really good in this movie. That it's not the typical George Lopez bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's the way they talk and what they do is very Mexican-esque. To where they do include a lot of La Raza stuff in there.
That's what I've read and heard, that it seems very authentic.
Yes.
Okay,
maybe not that part where the whole family goes and drops them off for the interview.
I'm exaggerating. But
yeah, but you know what I mean? It does have a lot of that, and it has a lot of heart, too.
That's another thing that I've heard.
And then, I mean, even here, you saw the big old mural that they did at
Tinseltown?
Well, it's not Tinseltown anymore. Cinemark, right?
It's always been.
But it still says Tinseltown? I don't think it says Tinseltown. Does it?
As far as I knew, Cinemark is the brand, the whole company, and that specific location was called Tinseltown.
Okay.
That's. But anyway.
Yeah. So they have that big mural out there. Right. So I mean, they're behind. We're behind the movie. They wanted to support it, and I supported them. I wanted to go watch it. So, but they did. How do I say it without saying it?
Just say it.
No, I can't because it'll kind of like give it away.
Oh, no spoilers?
Well, yeah, I'm trying not to.
Tell them.
No, I can't say spoilers. But it was. I really liked it. Yeah, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I'm going to hear it in editing.
I didn't even say anything. But I really liked it.
Okay.
So, yes, do yourself a favor. Even if you're not too brown skinned.
No, I will say, even taking that part out,
yeah,
just in general, a lot of people are saying
Yeah.
it's highly underrated.
Yes,
Like they
very.
should have backed it more.
Yeah.
They should have promoted it more. That it's way better.
It's better than
A
Shazam.
lot of people are saying that it's the best DC movie ever. Okay, I'm excited to see it regardless. For as much as I'm shitting on it, even though I haven't seen it yet, like I said, I was not a fan necessarily, but I knew of the Blue Beetle from a long time ago. From El Paso, Jaime Reyes, big time Latino from El Paso. The DC's answer to Spider-Man, so I was all about it. I'm crazy excited for it, but
I didn't know Becky G came out in this movie. I didn't. Anyways, I didn't know Becky G was Zolo Maridueña.
Zolo Maridueña. I like that kid.
Yeah. And then a couple other people.
It's time.
Is it medium? Okay. So, Blue Beetle.
Go check it out for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Have you heard anything or seen anything as when it's hitting digital? Because I honestly don't know if I can make it to the theater.
Yes,
anytime
actually, let's see here.
All right.
Because I got it in my show notes.
Please be soon.
September 26th.
Okay, a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, September 26th is when
Okay.
it comes out. Yeah. OVOD platforms Tuesday, September 19th. Next week.
Wait, what?
The 26th, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, so it comes out the 26th.
okay, perfect.
Sticking to DC, just let me really quick.
Okay.
Superman and Lois on Max.
Okay,
I think it's a CW show, but I've been watching on Max. I'm already on season 3. And those are hour long. Very, very CW-y,
okay.
but better.
Well, better in what sense? Because I've seen clips and it's still very CW.
It is very CW, but to keep my attention
So story-wise, good.
and the visual graphics and stuff,
Uh-huh.
they're better than regular DC. Like the Flash has gotten better, but it's not like the Arrow.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I will say this. So Tropo, Multiverse,
Okay.
and this might fuck you up, but Superman's constantly getting his ass kicked.
Does it make sense to the story? Because,
Yes.
for example, if I think Man of Steel
Mm-hmm.
could have done a better job of showing that he wasn't full on super. They did a good job of saying this is how he became Superman.
Yeah.
But if that were the case, Zod should have kicked his ass.
Yeah.
But understandably, he didn't. So if that's what they're doing here, like this is early Superman, and that's why he's getting his ass kicked.
No.
Yeah, see, I don't
This
know.
is Superman's after story with kids.
They are.
Anyways, so those are my 3 things that'll kind of like that'll judge what this Superman is. Trouble, and you understand that after the first season. Multiverse,
Okay.
that's also after the first season. But Superman's constantly getting his ass kicked.
How many episodes per season?
Like 10. No.
And they're about an hour?
There's more than 10 episodes.
See that's I think my problem. If it's an hour-long show and then it's like 10, 12, 15, 20 episodes, I'm like, God, dude, that's a lot of fucking time to invest.
It is a lot of time. Hold on, let me just double check. Season 3 has 13 episodes. Season 2 has 15 episodes, so it's kind of like 15, 13 episodes. So it's
Okay.
it's quite a bit, and then they're about an hour. Yeah, right under an hour, maybe like
Yeah.
42
But anyway,
minutes, 43 minutes.
So definitely worth the watch.
It's worth a watch. So
Okay.
put that on your list too. But I just want to kind of stick with the DC,
Right.
thing, and then yeah. So, other things that you didn't watch.
Speaking of shit you didn't watch.
So, are you a big One Piece fan? I know your daughter is.
No. Naruto and One Piece I wanted to get into, but considering that it's like 10,000 episodes
Yeah,
each,
I know.
I just couldn't devote the
But
time.
they're only like 20 minutes.
Yeah. You know what I did in researching and stuff? What I didn't want to do is, and I forget the name of the website, but there's a website that they put together they cut out
What do
all
they call
the
it?
fluff.
They call the
Consolidated? I don't
no,
know.
but there's like how they did with Obi-Wan. Something cut. The guy
Supercut?
Yeah, supercut. Right.
Pretty much.
So where you go get your
like,
haircut, supercut.
Yes, that's exactly where they came from. They took all the episodes and cut out like the fluff
Yeah.
and just got to the point
Yes.
of each episode, and so you can watch straight through that way. But I'm like, I don't think I can do it.
If you find it, send it to me so I can do it because I do want to watch One Piece.
It's a website. Just
Okay.
look up the website for One Piece, and it should pop up.
So, Netflix released a live action,
Mm-hmm. Lose all into that shit right now.
bro.
It's supposed to be like really, really good.
It beat a lot of numbers.
It surpassed Stranger Things. What's the two for Netflix? Stranger Things and
Ozark.
no. Stranger Things and something else were the most watched, and in the short time span that One Piece is out, it
Yeah.
already passed them.
Yeah.
It was two of them. What the fuck was it? Stranger Things and Wednesday?
Maybe. Rick and Morty.
No, that's not on Netflix.
Hey, Rick and Morty.
More and more, I really want to go back and watch all of.
Just do it, even if
and
it's on the
Morty, dude.
background, dude. Even if it's on the background.
Dude, it's so
But-
there's so many references, and the times that I've watched it, it seems to be really well put together. Is
It
the
is.
other thing.
It is.
Kind of diverge here quite a bit, but what's the whole thing with Rick and Morty? Is it the creator that they replaced?
Yeah.
He's
And the voice.
because he's the one that did some
Yeah,
of the voices,
yeah.
right? He's kind of like the Seth MacFarlane
Uh-huh.
of.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did he Me Too some shit?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, and this is the last season, 7. It's gonna be. I think is kaput.
Really?
Yeah,
Why? Because of that?
I think so. Yeah,
That sucks.
but it's well worth it. As
I wanna watch it.
Said in previous seasons and multiple episodes.
Yes. That's probably
But-
the show that's been mentioned the most.
Yeah, I think
on
so.
Moat 9.
Pickle Rick. I'm Pickle Rick, bitch. On my HBO Max, I put Pickle Rick as my avatar. Anyways, One Piece.
Okay.
Yes.
Back to.
I think there are hour episodes, but there's only like 6 or 7
Is
or
it?
8 maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
There's only like
That's
8.
not too bad.
So it is worth watching.
Okay.
I know that you're not gonna watch The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon.
I actually plan to do the 3-episode thing.
Yeah.
Just because I want to be able to shit on it properly.
The first
I'm
episode.
a firm believer that
if you're gonna shit on it,
Yes, if you're gonna shit, I even made it. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I've made it a point to go back and read like a chapter of Twilight, so that I could shit on it properly. I read a chapter of 50 Shades of Grey, so that I could shit on it properly. I do my homework. I don't just shit on things.
50 Shades of Grey. That's a.
Don't get me started on 50 Shades of Grey, bro. I will shit all over that thing. That shit is toxic incarnate.
So I don't even know where to go. Anyways, Daryl Dixon.
Daryl Dixon.
Season 1, episode 1's already out. It's
I
on
haven't-
Sundays.
I haven't watched it yet, and I can shit on this. What the fuck is he doing in France? Do they explain that already, or is that something that's going to come later on?
It's coming later, but they kind of
Okay.
like do mention some things, which Totomi. It totally threw me off because I'm like, where the heck is this guy at? And then my daughter's like, he's where the Eiffel Tower is, and then my wife goes, he's not in France. And then sure enough, he was.
Oh, he's in France.
He's in fucking France.
Yeah, I'm just, dude. I think you sent it to me. The Chinese guy, the Asian guy. Yeah, dude. That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That is fucking comedy gold, dude. That guy, even the faces that he makes and shit.
That's because
That shit is good. Anyway, the reason I was mentioning it because of Walking Dead. There's so many things about it that I do like.
but it's a lot of the filler shit though,
It is.
and a lot of the 2-person sit down thing that
Yeah.
that I fucking every time I see 2 people sit down, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. I was like, I hate that he called it out because every time I see 2 of the characters sit down, I'm like, oh, they're gonna go into some type.
Here's another 20 minutes of my life wasted.
Yeah.
But if you take a supercut of Walking Dead, that would be a hell of a fucking watch. Give me a 10-hour supercut of the good parts. The Walking Dead is really fucking good. Yeah. Anyway, Ahsoka Shiken.
Ahsoka the Shiken.
Ahsoka the Shiken.
Okay, wait. Before we start on the show, I went back and watched
I wish I had
the Clone Wars.
I really, really wish I had, and I'll tell you why when we get there.
I didn't watch it in the entirety. There was a TikTok that came out that said, watch these specific episodes of these specific seasons.
Right.
So I did that, all the Clone Wars. I'm like maybe halfway on Rebels.
Okay.
And if you don't know what Clone Wars is or Rebels, it's an animated Star Wars.
Shame on you.
If you're a Star Wars geek, you should know. But if you don't know, they're animated.
Yes.
And I was under the impression that in being animated, it was going to be a little hokey, very like kiddie.
Right.
And at the beginning, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I just saw an episode on Rebels where there was a clone trooper going up, and his sergeant was up or behind him, and the what do you call it? The clone trooper was like, he said something stupid, and the general was just like, what? And kicked him off the tower. Like they were both climbing up a tower, and he looked at him like, "Are you stupid?" And he just kicked him to his death.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like, what the? Are you serious? That type of shit.
Right.
I mean, and they're like cutting people's heads off, killing freaking
troopers' heads are falling off.
Right? Exactly. And they're killing people left and right.
Yeah.
So it is kind of dark. And it kind of like plays into Anakin becoming Darth Vader and his hatred and his anger, and it just like it's just building and building and building and building and building until he becomes Darth Vader.
Right.
So it becomes very dark in the end, towards the end of Clone Wars.
Okay.
And Rebels, I've heard that it does the same thing. I haven't finished it yet, but it does the same thing. Mm-hmm. But I've already got enough story on Ahsoka the chicken. That I'm like, okay, now I see where she was from. She was a 14-year-old kid, battling in galactic wars. Mm-hmm. 14 years old, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, are you all the way up to date on the series, on the episode 5?
I've watched up to episode 5. Yes. So
Rosario Dawson, what do you think?
That's why I wish I had watched Clone Wars and maybe gone back with enough time to watch all the stuff they said to watch.
Yeah.
Because I think her character would make more sense.
Yeah.
Because
it does.
Anybody that's watching it just like me that doesn't know hardly anything is going to be like, she's so bland and she's so bland that just like there's no, but it's for a reason.
Yeah.
And episode 5, well, hopefully we'll talk more about that, but just that meetup with Anakin,
yeah,
dude, there's so much fucking history there. Like if you want to compare them, I want to say that this episode with Ahsoka and Anakin might have more relevance, might be more meaningful than him meeting up with Obi-Wan again.
Yeah,
like any other meeting that I could think of, Luke with Vader, I think this one might be more meaningful than those.
Yeah.
If you know the history. Oh my god, it was so fucking good.
Yeah.
But I will say, I forget his name, Mr. Whitehead Sith guy. I am fucking loving that character so fucking much, dude. Oh shit. That I want a backstory on that fucking character. Ray Stevenson? Yeah.
You know that they put a what if? And do you remember when Anakin walked into the temple with the younglings?
Yeah.
And then he turned out his lightsaber?
Yeah, I saw that.
That they said
first kid?
That it was him, or they said like, what if, it was
they've
him?
already debunked it.
Oh, no?
Yeah, they already debunked it.
So,
but I was like, oh shit, that would be all like he's the one that survived and shit, which would make total sense. But yeah, dude, this show, it's by far the best Star Wars show. It's great for the overall story. The one thing that I will say that I think a lot of people might have a complaint about is that they're wishing that we could get away from Skywalker saga and open up more Star Wars without Skywalker involved. I just don't know how you can do it.
Well, that's the thing with this new universe wherever Thrawn is. That's one of the kind of like what ifs or a back. They're kind of thinking that Dave Filoni's gonna go into something else because he's in a different galaxy, and with that different galaxy, he can do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah, so I think that's what they're trying to push towards is this different galaxy to open up the Star Wars franchise even bigger than what it already is. You know what I mean? Because the timeline for this is between what
Ahsoka?
Yeah, it's right after 3. Because on the third one, that's when he becomes Darth Vader, right?
No, this is after Return of the Jedi. Because remember, Luke is already full on Master Luke at this point. Ahsoka's like 45 at this point.
But the Mandalorian came out before.
Mandalorian, Boba Fett, all of this is after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of stuck on the story because I haven't looked into it yet, but I'm trying to figure out the storyline. So this is after
Return of the Jedi, but it's before Rey.
Oh yeah, I know it's before Rey.
Yeah, so it's between 6 and Rey.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to. I'll figure out the timeline because like in my head I can't figure out exactly where it's at, but I know kind of where it's at. I just can't figure it out without looking at it. In other words.
Yeah, no, but dude, it's so good. I can't wait for the rest of the episodes, and it's making me more excited to see more Star Wars because I have a love-hate relationship with Star Wars at this point, but it's reinvigorating my love for Star Wars. Anyway, all right, we got to get to that other thing. Yeah. And so, thank you guys for watching. I'm Buzz, so I'm gonna mess this all up. Be good to people and dogs and everybody. What?
Well, I don't know. You said you're gonna mess it up, so I said peace.
Oh. No, I remember. Guys, thank you for watching. Go to the website, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell your friends. I think word of mouth is going to be our best bet. Tell your mom. Caesar, tell your mom. She should be a big fan by now. We need her on the show. Guys, as always, be good to each other. More importantly, be good to yourselves. Peace.